So it was this video that I didn't get a chance to wear my Dylan, you son of a bitch, Predator shirt, especially for this video. So you'll notice that I should have worn this, but I forgot. And also you'll notice that the boom mic is right in the camera shot. So, God, I missed out on that. But those were the only things I wanted to point out. So enjoy the review.
Stick around.
Hey everyone, Django Fett here, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more, and this is a review for Prey, the newest Predator spin-off that I was very much looking forward to, exclusively on Hulu of all places, and not in theaters. So I love the Predator franchise, as indicated with my action figures, reviewed Predator 1 and 2, really love those movies, and they, especially Predator 2, I think it's super underrated. I think Predator 1 is still the best, but those two are clearly the favorites. Everything else, who cares? Even Predators, which is just kind of a rehashing of Predator 1. And not as good, of course, And then The Predator, which is one of the worst movies of all time, directed by Shane Black, of all people, who was from the Predator, Predator 1 film. And he did one of the worst movies of all time. So good job, Shane Black. And if you haven't watched my reviews for Predators, 1 to The Predator, go watch them. I'll put links in the description down below. So Prey is directed by Dan Trachtenberg. I know I butchered that name. And this is his second film, believe it or not, with 10 Cloverfield Lane, his first film he ever did. And I think that was a decent movie. 3/4 into it, it was good. Last quarter was a typical J.J. Abrams stupid action style, so I feel like he kind of took over and, just kind of filled in the gaps, and that's when it just kind of turned redundant for me. But it was a decent film. So Prey is his second project, Dan's second project, and is a lot different than the other Predator films. For one, it is much more interesting concept with the Comanche Native Americans set 300 years in the past, and you have this unique idea alone which makes this premise perfect, setting it in a different time era with Native Americans who are being great hunters themselves and centering around them. And maybe down the road we could have something like Aztecs or something like samurai or ninjas. I think that would have been perfect, if they could do that in the future. Who knows? The possibilities are endless if you really think about it. So Prey stars Amber Midthunder as Naru, the main character, and she herself is Native American, so that's awesome. And we have an all, Native American cast reprising actual Native American characters, so big points for that. Too many times I've seen Hollywood just get generic white characters to paint their faces and force them to be Native American. Just complete laziness on their parts. But props to Dan and the Prey team for doing this. Also, I heard that it could actually be in a different language for the different Native American characters. I don't remember the actual language, but I'll pull up something. But that's really fucking cool too. So it stars Naru and her dog, and as she's trying to become a great hunter and trying to break the mold of her female counterparts, who are kind of just the gatherer aspect of it. And she wants to be the hunter. She wants to be a hunter herself, and eventually she knows something is wrong, and we have the Predator come into the mix. And also, this needs to be said, it's kind of expected at this point. This is something that I predicted and knew this would happen. But when this movie was revealed in some way, I knew it would connect to Predator 2. And it does. As you know, in Predator 2, something happens in the end. It happens in the after credits thing. It's kind of weird. They'll have to explain that a little bit more, maybe in a sequel or something. But I hope they do another spin-off film with like some different era, because I think then it would be much more interesting than kind of having to just do another sequel to this, because I don't know. I just want something completely different now. That's what drew me into this, and I want something different, not the same thing over and over again. And as for the Predator, his look is debatable for me.
One ugly motherfucker.
I'm old school and I love Predator 1 and 2 and love the looks of the Predator in those movies. And even in the, the Predators movie as well. I think the looks for the Predators look great. This one, they're going for a more savage, animalistic nature of the Predator. And the mask doesn't make any sense. I mean, once you see it, you'll know what I mean. I can't spoil the look of it, but it just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, yeah, it just, I don't get it. Like, how it translates to technology is just, wait, what? And without the mask, he looks kind of bad, okay? I'm sorry to say this, but it's nowhere near as good as Predator 1 and 2. Let's just say that. It's just... It's pretty bad, I must say. But I will say the actual technology that he uses, the spear, the net, it's all there, and even new stuff is here too. I think it's pretty cool, like the use of his technology, and I think the action that revolves around the Predator really just freaking works, and it kind of segues to what I was about to say about the action, and just, it's rated R and plenty of bloody goodness, man. You'll see plenty of visceral action in here, and it's amazing, man, the amount of action they put in here, not just with Naru but with the Predator, just doing all these crazy, just brutal kills with their opponents and stuff like that, using the spear and all these different devices. It's great, it's fantastic, especially like the last quarter with that that dead tree sequence, forest sequence. It's really, it amps it up and becomes like just freaking awesome. Just the action for that is so worth it. And it's a bit of a long haul, but once it gets to, the developing of Naru, and it gets into the action. It gets to the action right away, and it doesn't let up. And this movie is at a great length, at exactly 1 hour and 40 minutes, and something I also noticed was that almost every Predator film is around 1 hour and 40 plus minutes. Interesting trend. Less than 2 hours. And it works. Now for the bad. I will say the CGI for the animals, like the bear, are bad. It's bad. Like the bear and the wolf, and some of it for the Predator just was not good. It was not good at all. And there are some French trappers that come into play, and they're like caricatures of French that's just a little over the top. And then you also have like some of the story elements and just annoyances of, being the bully and stuff like that. Not so much with her character, but the other characters, and treating her like crap. It just gets annoying, and I just want to get to the good bits, And it does get corny at times, and just straight up referencing straight from Predator 1 lines that I found super corny when they just said the exact same line from Predator 1. I was just like, it was just cringing a little. But it will never be as corny as Brody ripping off Dutch's final fight in Predator 1. So this was a pretty solid movie. I'm gonna give Prey a... For once, Hulu has something worth watching, because I never watch anything on Hulu. It's mostly like reality TV show garbage, but Hulu has a hit on their hands with this, man. And I highly recommend you guys watch this right now, and maybe we could have more of these types of films in the future. Who knows? And after I finished this movie, I checked on Netflix, and what do you know? I just found the Sandman TV series is out now, and I've probably finished it by the time I put out this video. But that's also worth watching on Netflix. I didn't realize it was coming so soon, and it just came out of nowhere. I don't think I'll do a review, so to say, but I will do a review for Primal, which is a completely different show, animation series, Jenny Tartakovsky, and I'm going to talk about Primal Season 1, because Primal Season 2 is halfway into it. So Primal Season 1 is my next review, and then hopefully I'll get back into Star Wars, because I know you guys have been just kind of bored of this stuff, but I do like to talk about different topics and stuff like that, so it's nice to branch out every now and then. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to please like this video, comment down below. Tell me what you think of Prey if you've watched it in the comment section below, or if you're looking forward to it. Subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, and I'll see you, my fellow Mandalorian, and brothers and sisters, next time. Ooh, yeah!
Help me. I'm one of you. I'm here, kill me. Come on. Come on. Do it now, kill me.